Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Sunshine Storytime, and I am so sorry that I am running as late as I am. Phew, it's one of those days. It's one of those days. But I'm here now, and I got everything situated, and I have missed you, and I'm glad to be back with you today. All right, let's open up with our song. Story time, story time. Are you ready for story time? Let's take an adventure, let's take a trip. Let's grab a book and zippity-zip. Let's take an adventure, let's take a trip during our story time. All right, are you ready for our adventure today? Well, I know that I am. I am ready to go with you, so let's go together. All right, let's put our hands together. Let's bow our heads and close our eyes, and let's say our Lord's Prayer. It's always good to start with the Lord's Prayer, okay? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Amen. There's just something about praying, something about saying hi to the Lord and that kind of thing that settles you down a little bit. And I like that. I like that a lot. All right, if you will stand right where you are, it's time for our Pledge of Allegiance. Yes, it is. Remember how to do it. Stand up straight. Hand your right hand over your heart and say it with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Very, very good. All right, you can be seated. Now, I got a new hat. You like my hat? You see it? Oh, it looks like a bucket, doesn't it? Looks like a bucket. Well, I thought that today this would be the suitable hat to go on a dog walk. Dog walk? Well, not necessarily a dog walk, but we got a couple of books we're going to do today, and they have to do with dogs or pets. And so I kind of thought out of the box, and I picked up this hat, and I kind of like it. I might have to take my dog on a walk with it. On what you think? All right, so we do have, like I said, I've got a different makeup, so I'm having to stretch and pull until I get things just like I want them. We have a couple of books that I want to do today. They're kind of on the shorter side, so you guys just stick with me a little bit. And while I am at it, if you're on with me, just say hi, most especially if you are a Sunshine kid, then just let me know that you are there. I'd like to know who's watching or that people are watching and such. And share this if you can. All right, we're going to start with, I love Dr. Seuss. I love it. And this is one of his books. What pet should I get? Have you ever been in a pet store? Pet stores are awesome. You get to see fish and geckos and birds and iguanas, and sometimes you can see cats and dogs that are up for adoption. So we're going to take a little adventure to a pet store, and we're going to see what we are going to end up with today. All right, What Pet Should I Get by Dr. Seuss. We want a pet. We want a pet. What kind of pet should we get? Oh, look, they're wondering. Dad said we could have one. Dad said he would pay. I went to the pet shop. I went there with Kay, and so we went in. Ooh. Going in. I took one fast look. I saw a fine dog who shook hands, so we shook. So I said, I want him. But then Kay saw a cat. She gave it a pat, and she said, I want that. Then Kay said, now what do you think we should do? Dad said to pick one. We cannot take home two. Oh no, there he is with the dog. There she is with the cat. What are they gonna do? Then what do you know? We saw two other kinds. Now, how could Kay and I make up our minds? A pup and a kitten? They look like good fun. Now, which would we pick? We could only pick one. Oh my goodness, there's more, there's more. Make up your mind. The cat or the dog, the kitten, the pup. Oh boy, it is something to make a mind up. Oh goodness, do you have too many choices sometimes? Yes, and it can overwhelm you. Then I looked all around. I saw something with wings. Woo, I said, look at him. We can pick one that sings. But then, look over there, said my sister Kay. We can go home with a rabbit today. Oh, there's the bird. Oh my goodness, she found a rabbit. Then I looked at Kay. I said, what will we do? I liked all the pets that I see. So do you. We have to pick one pet and pick it out soon. You know, Mother told us to be back by noon. Oh, goodness. Choices, choices, decisions, decisions. And I could have done it. I bet I could have said what pet we should get. But you know what Kay did? Do you know what she did? She said, fish, 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 fish. It may be a fish is the pet that we wish. Oh, look at all those fish. Then I saw a new kind, and they were good too. How could I pick one? Now, what should we do? We could only pick one. That's what my dad said. But how could I make up that mind in my head? What are they seeing now? Oh, goodness. So many fish and birds and everything. Rabbits. Make up your mind. Pick a pet fast. Pick one out soon. Mother and Dad said to be home by noon. The time may be now to make up my mind, but who knows what other good pets I might find. I might find a new one, a fast kind of thing, who would fly around my head in a ring on a string. Yes, that would be fun, but our house is so small. This thing on a string would bump into the wall. My mother, I know, would not like that at all. Look at that, going around and around in a circle. Yeah, as a mom, I don't think I would like that either. So, maybe some other good kind of pet. Another kind maybe is what we should get. We might find a new kind, a pet who is tall. A tall pet who fits in a space that is small. My mother might like this pet best of all. That's a funny looking pet, isn't it? If we had a big tent, then we would be able to take home a yint. Dad would like us to have a good yint, but how do I know he would pay for a tent? So you see how it is when you pick out a pet. How can you make up your mind what to get? But oh, tent. Would your parents get a tent for a pet, you think? What if we took one of each kind of pet? Then our house would be full of the pets we would get. No, Dad would be mad. We can only have one. If we do not choose, we will end up with none. Oh no, all the choices. I will do it right now. I will do it, I said. I will make up the mind that is up in my head. The dog or the rabbit, the fish or the cat. I picked one out fast, and then that was that. Oh, uh-oh. You see on the top of his head, he's picked. He's made a decision. Which one did he choose, y'all? Which one did he choose? That's the end. It didn't say. Oh, which one do you think he chose? I think he went back and chose the dog myself. That's what I kind of think. Let's see. Got a joke for you. Why is your dog spinning around and around like that? Do you know? Do you know? Because he's a watchdog. He's winding himself up. Oh, that's cute. That's really, really cute. All right, I want to sing a song. Before we go to our second book, I want to sing a song with you. And this is a song, oh, that I love. I love it. I love it. I love it. I've taught it to kids before, and They do really well with it. And it's something I want you to remember, okay? So let's sing this song. I am a promise. I am a possibility. I am a promise with a capital P. I am a great big bundle of potentiality. And I am learning to hear God's voice, and I am trying to make the right choice. I am a promise to be anything He said I could be. Let's do it again. I am a promise, you are. I am a possibility. I am a promise with a capital P. I am a great big bundle of potentiality. And I am learning to hear God's voice, and I am trying good to make the right choice. I am a promise to be anything He wants me to be. That's right. You are a promise. You are a possibility. You are a promise with a capital P. You can do anything that God says you can do. And Philippians 4:13 says that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So y'all remember that today, okay? All right, you ready for one more adventure before we go today? This is another one of my favorites. It's called The Poky Little Puppy. And this story is written by Janette Lowrey and illustrated by Gustav Tengren. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this Poky Little Puppy. Ready? 5 little puppies dug a hole under the fence and went for a walk in the wild, wild world. Through the meadow they went, down the road, over the bridge, across the green grass, and up the hill, one right after the other. And when they got to the top of the hill, they counted themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. One little puppy wasn't there. Now, where in the world is that Poky Little Puppy, they wondered, for he certainly wasn't on top of the hill. Uh-oh, you only see 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, wonder where that other little puppy went. He wasn't going down the other side. The only thing they could see going down was a fuzzy caterpillar. He wasn't coming up this side. The only thing they could see coming up was a quick green lizard. Look at there, the caterpillar and the lizard. But when they looked down at the grassy place near the bottom of the hill, there he was, running round and round, his nose to the ground. Have you ever seen a puppy do that? Yeah, I see mine do that sometimes. What is he doing? The 4 little puppies asked one another. And down they went to see, roly-poly, pell-mell, tumble-bumble, till they came to the green grass, and there they stopped short. What in the world are you doing? They asked. I smell something, said the Poky Little Puppy. Then the 4 little puppies began to sniff, and they smelled it too. Rice pudding, they said, and home they went as fast as they could, over the bridge, up the road, through the meadow, and under the fence. And there, sure enough, was dinner waiting for them, with rice pudding for dessert. Look at that. Ah, they smelled it. That nose got to their tummy. But their mother was greatly displeased. So you're the little puppies who dig holes under fences, she said. No rice pudding tonight. And she made them go straight to bed. But the Poky Little Puppy came home after everyone was sound asleep. He ate up the rice pudding and crawled into bed as happy as a lark. The next morning, someone had filled the hole and put up a sign. The sign said, "Don't ever dig holes under this fence." But the 5 little puppies dug a hole under the fence just the same and went for a walk in the wild, wild world. There he is, lapping up that rice pudding, and uh-oh, there they are climbing back under the fence again. Through the meadow they went, down the road, over the bridge, across the green grass, and up the hill 2 and 2. And when they got to the top of the hill, they counted themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. One little puppy wasn't there. Now, where in the world is that poky little puppy? They wondered, for he certainly wasn't on top of the hill. He wasn't going down the other side. The only thing they could see going down was a big black spider. He wasn't coming up this side. The only thing they could see coming up was a brown hop toad. But when they looked down at the grassy place near the bottom of the hill, there was the poky little puppy. There's the frog. There was the poky little puppy sitting still as a stone with his head on one side and his ears cocked up, kind of like this. What is he doing? The four little puppies asked one another. And down they went to see, roly-poly, pell-mell, tumble-bumble, till they came to the green grass, and there they stopped short. What in the world are you doing? They asked. I hear something, said the poky little puppy. The four little puppies listened, and they could hear it too. Chocolate custard, they cried. Someone is spooning it into our bowls. And home they went as fast as they could over the bridge, up the road, through the meadow, and under the fence. And there, sure enough, was dinner waiting for them with chocolate custard for dessert. But their mother was greatly displeased. Oh, there they are, listening, listening. So you're the little puppies who will dig holes under fences, she said. No chocolate custard tonight. And she made them go straight to bed. But the poky little puppy came home after everyone else was sound asleep. And he ate up all the chocolate custard and crawled into bed as happy as a lark. The next morning, someone had filled the hole and put up a sign. The sign said, don't ever, ever dig holes under this fence. But in spite of that, the five little puppies dug a hole under the fence and went for a walk in the wild, wild world. Through the meadow they went, down the road, over the bridge, across the green grass, and up the hill, 2 by 2. And when they got to the top of the hill, they counted themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. One little puppy wasn't there. Now, where in the world is that poky little puppy, they wondered, for he certainly wasn't on top of the hill. There he is enjoying that chocolate custard. And there's that sign again. Oh, don't ever, ever. But they did. He wasn't going down the other side. The only thing they could see going down was a little grass snake. He wasn't coming up this side. The only thing they could see coming up was a big grasshopper. Well, look at the snake and the grasshopper. Ooh, a couple of things I don't want to see. Okay. But when they looked down at the grassy place near the bottom of the hill, there he was, looking hard at something on the ground in front of him. What is he doing? The four little puppies asked one another. And down they went to see, roly-poly, pell-mell, tumble-bumble, till they came to the green grass. And there they stopped short. What in the world are you doing? They asked. I see something, said the poky little puppy. The four little puppies looked, and they could see it too. It was a ripe red strawberry growing there in the grass. Strawberry shortcake, they cried. There they are, and look here, that little strawberry. And home they went as fast as they could go, over the bridge, up the road, through the meadow, under the fence, and there, sure enough, was dinner waiting for them with strawberry shortcake for dessert. But their mother said, so you're the little puppies who dug that hole under the fence again. No strawberry shortcake for supper tonight. And then she made them go straight to bed. But the four little puppies waited till they thought she was asleep, and then they slipped out and filled up the hole, and when they turned around, there was their mother watching them. What good little puppies, she said. Come have some strawberry shortcake. And this time, when the poky little puppy got home, he had to squeeze in through a wide place in the fence, and there were his four brothers and sisters licking the last crumbs from their saucer. Dear me, said his mother, what a pity you're so poky. Now the strawberry shortcake is all gone. So the Poky little puppy had to go to bed without a single bite of shortcake, and he felt very sorry for himself. And the next morning, someone had put up a sign that read, uh-oh, let me show you the pictures. Uh-oh, we got to see the pictures. That's part of that's the good part. Some of the good part. Look at there. Oh, he looks so sad. You know, I'd be sad too if I didn't get any strawberry shortcake. And the next morning, someone had put up a sign that read, "No desserts ever unless puppies never dig holes under this fence again." The end. Wasn't that good? That was really good. 2 really great books, 2 really great adventures today. All right, getting ready to sign off, but there's a couple of things that I want to mention. First, watch for me next week. When we air next week, there will be a friend that will be joining us. He or she will be making her debut. Her name is Camille, and so be watching for that, because that is going to be so much. That's going to be so much fun. Also, dun, 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 introducing our reading incentive for the month of July. For the entire month of July, I want to challenge all of the Sunshine Kids to read 20 minutes. Oh, I'm glad you did, Michaela. I'm glad you did. I want to challenge all of my Sunshine Kids to read at least 20 minutes a day. And if you would like a Sunshine Storytime calendar, I can send those to you. I can email them to your parents, and they can print them off, and then you can have a good way to track your days. Or if you have another calendar that you can keep up with, that will work too. 20 minutes every single day, but jot down, keep a track of what it is that you're reading, the name of the book, the page numbers, and all of that good stuff. At the end of July, when July is over, if you will take a picture of it and send it to me, or either mail it in to me, then you will get one of our Sunshine Storytime medallion, what are they called? Oh, y'all help me. The medallion, y'all know what I'm talking about. You put it around your neck whenever you win a prize, right? All right, one of those. You will get one of those. So I want you to work hard. I want to encourage everybody. Just 20 minutes a day. The adventures you could go on, 20 minutes a day. You guys can do that in a snap. And I know that many of you can even do more than that. But I'm only asking 20 minutes every day, and keep track of it and send it back in to me. Don't forget about YouTube. We're on there. We're constantly uploading our shows on there. So you can go and do that. And please continue to send in your suggestions for me so that I can read. Yes, it's a medal. Thank you, Michaela. It's a medal that you hang around your neck. Thank you, Michaela. Thank you, Michaela. Thank you, Michaela. Thank you, Michaela. All right. So with that, we are going to get ready to sign off. Are y'all ready? Sing it with me. I want to hear you. You know I'm not going to be able to hear you, but I want to hear you. All right, ready? Story time, story time. We're all done with story time. We took an adventure, we took a trip. We grabbed 2 books and zippity-zipped. We took an adventure, we took a trip. Our story time. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that Michaela? Was that you, or was that your daddy? I don't know. But either way, thank you, Johnson family, for bailing me out. It is a medal that you hang around your neck. Thank you so much. All right, that's it for me. I will see you again Friday, 1 o'clock. Same place, different hat. Can't wait to see what I come up with on Friday. All right, I'll see you right here. Bye, friends.